guys, so today's video is going to be a quick and easy 10-minute mommy hair, and this is the final look. So if you like something like this that's kind of like this messy beach hair vibe, wavy vibe, keep on watching, and that's what we're gonna get straight into now. I'm hoping to just entertain you guys during this quarantine and us all sitting at home with our kids going half crazy and not being able to leave the house and trying to entertain them. So if there's any videos specifically you guys want to see during this quarantine, please let me know. I'm down for kind of anything mommy related, mommy and beauty related, like quick videos like this to help other moms out. So yeah, anyways, if you guys want to see how I got this hair, then just keep watching. Okay guys, so this may not be what you were expecting, but you're actually going to start this the night before. So I'm filming this at like midnight, so bear with me here. My mind is literally like brain fog right now just because you know, this quarantine thing and everything is just making me go crazy. But you want to start with like washed hair, although I washed my hair last night. So you can do this straight out of the shower, I guess, after you've either blow dried it or let it air dry completely. You want to make sure it is completely dry though. You can do it that way, or you can wait till like the next day after you've either air dried it, or even like second day hair that's been straightened from the night before and you just don't feel like doing it the next day, but you have something to do the next day. I do this a lot because it's very quick and easy. So like I said, you want to start the night before, and the only thing you're going to need for this part is just a couple of elastics. I washed my hair yesterday. This is my natural hair. So my hair is decently straight. It's has a little like kink to it, but it's pretty straight for what it is. If you have curly hair, you might want to either blow dry it straight out of the shower or possibly straighten it. Just kind of depends on how your hair type or what your hair type is, and how your hair like holds things and reacts. But what we're going to do is we are just going to part our hair down the middle, which mine pretty much is, and you are going to go all the way down to the nape of your neck. I'm going to basically just separate this into 3 sections, and we are going to braid our hair, just a normal braid. We're giving ourselves pigtails, but the key to this is a couple of things. One, you want to make sure your braid is super loose, so don't be really tight on it, be really lenient, so that you make sure that your braid is not super tight, because that's not what you're looking for. And then also the next thing is, once you get to about here where you have a couple of inches of hair left, you want to go ahead and take your hair tie, your elastic. I love these little elastics. I know they're for like children, but I use them all the time. They come in handy so often. So I'm just going to take my elastics. This is not really working great with my nails. And just tie it at the bottom. Okay. And I'm just going to leave it and do the other side. Once you have your 2 braids, we are going to do a step that is probably the most essential and important in this entire braiding process. And that is, we are going to pancake the braids or loosen them up. So what I mean by that is just like, this is why we did them super loose, because the looser they are, the easier this is. That's also why we left a lot of this room at the bottom from the hair tie, where the hair tie ends to where the ends of your hair are, because if you don't leave that room, you can have a little bit of a hard time actually pancaking the braids. But this seemed to be super easy because my braids were pretty loose. So that is literally, like I said, I'm just going through and just like really like flattening out these braids. I'm just like kind of tugging and pulling. Now, I find that like you don't want to do it too much. There is like this sweet spot, and sometimes I like overstep that sweet spot, but that's okay. But this is basically what it should look like. Some of these pieces down here I still don't see, and if you find that you're having a hard time pulling them, you can kind of take this elastic and nudge it down a little bit, and that will give you some like leeway to kind of come in here and then spread them out even further. But here is my pancaked braid, and I'm also just going to do that on the other side. This is my hair pancaked, and the reason that I did this is because you don't want these waves that this is going to create when you're sleeping to be super tight. The looser they are, the more of a wave you're going to get. And if you keep them kind of tight, it looks more like 80s crimped vibes. That's not really what I'm going for. Braiding your hair is just going to take away a lot of the steps that you're going to need to do in the morning and a lot of time out of this, and that's why I do this. So I'm going to go to bed, and I will see you guys in the morning so I can finish off this 10-minute mommy hair. Okay guys, so it is now the next day, clearly, and this is what my hair is looking like. Because I do have shorter pieces, a lot of pieces have like fallen out of the braids, but that's okay. What I'm gonna do is just start this off by just taking out the elastics and just undoing the braids to see what we're working with today. Okay, so besides being a little frizzy, it does have obviously a little bit of wave to it now, which is what I want. So once you take your hair out, what you're gonna need now is a curling iron of some sort. This is the Nume 1-inch curling iron. Now, this is where I'm just going to take pieces, starting with the front piece, and I'm just going to take pieces randomly and start to curl, leaving about, I don't know, a couple of 2 to 3 inches maybe at the ends of my hair. And I'm just going to, I guess, lightly curl. I guess depending on how easily your hair curls or how easily it holds curl, you could go more or longer, hold it on the iron more or less. And then what I'll kind of do is just hold it in my hand a little bit to let it cool down, and then just let it go. Now I'm just going to keep doing this, but I am going to go opposite directions. So this one I am bringing towards my face, the other one I went opposite or away from my face. Now, I don't want ringlets in my hair. That's not what I'm going for. So this is what we're going to do. We're just going to start to take pieces. Now that I've got those front pieces kind of figured out, we're just going to start to take random pieces, starting on like the top of my hair. And you can see I'm going away from my face on this one. And I'm just going to start to curl random pieces of the top half of my hair. Hold it till it cools a little bit and let it down. And still with these, just like we did on the other ones, we're just gonna alternate. Now I'm going towards my face. And you can literally already see the side kind of coming together. It's still quite frizzy, but it's gonna start to come together the more we add a couple of curls. Okay, now I've curled quite a few pieces on the top of my hair. Now what I'm going to do is, like, some of these pieces right here that are sticking through, they're just creating a ton of frizz. I'm going to take them and just start to curl them as well. And these I just kind of do in whatever direction I want. Once again, you want this to be super random so that it's not as perfect. This is supposed to be messy, this is supposed to be quick. And yeah, we're not going for ringlets, like I said. We're going for just like some messy waves. okay? I'm just gonna continue to take pieces that I feel are just a little too straight looking or need a little bit of help, because they're looking a little frizzy. And I'm just gonna keep picking up random pieces until I am satisfied with the way that this side of my hair looks. Then I'm going to go on the, like, under my hair and do the same thing. Any of these pieces that are just kind of bothering me or I feel like need to be like fixed, I will go ahead and just kind of curl. Now you can just see the difference between this side and this side. This side is just not as uniform. It is a little frizzier and it just doesn't have as much shape as this side does. So that is literally it. That's all that I do. Now you may be thinking, why did you braid your hair if you're just gonna go over and just curl it in the morning? The reason I did that is because by already having a little bit, like you can see this like curl right here, by already having some of that in place in your hair, it saves you time, so you don't have to go in and curl every single piece of your hair. You can pick random pieces up and leave some of it the way that it is and not have to go in and curl every single piece. Kind of flows better with your hair if it's somewhat wavy before you go in and just curl a few pieces. I am going to be honest, this was actually one of the times where I loosened up my braids a little too much. I could have actually kept them a little bit tighter and I would have had a more uniform wave. So this isn't a very good representation of what the waves usually look like when I go to do my hair in the morning, but as you can tell, even with the waves not being as prominent as I would have liked them to be, I still am able to get a curled, disheveled, like kind of wavy look, which I want. Go ahead and do this side now, and then I'm going to come back for the last step. Okay, so now I have both sides curled. So this is why I like to leave a couple of inches at the bottom. When you do that, it gives you more of that like beachy wave vibe than like the Shirley Temple vibe, where like you would go all the way down to the bottom of the hair, and that's just not what I'm going for. If you are, I mean, more power to you, do what you want to do. I personally just like to leave a couple inches down at the bottom that are straight, and I think it just gives you more of like a relaxed situation going on. So this is both sides of my hair curled. You guys can see, I honestly, you guys, this takes like 5 minutes for both sides together, especially when I'm like not talking and explaining it. I can get both sides done within 5 to 7 minutes, and that's why this hair is so quick and easy, because I'm not going through and running the like curling every single piece of my hair. I'm doing what is needed, and then it just looks very beachy and wavy. But the last step I'm going to do is I'm going to try to give this a little bit more volume and make it look even more relaxed and beachy. Now, here's my issue. We are in quarantine, so I'm not going to go out and get the product I usually use at the store, but I ran out. I'm going to leave a picture right here and by the way, if I'm looking that way, it's because I'm looking at my laptop screen, which is like a bigger monitor to see what I'm doing. But I'm going to leave a picture right here of the product I usually use for this step. I'm having to use one of Matt's hair products actually, which I'm hoping is going to work. So typically I use like a dry shampoo texturizing spray. A texturizing spray is really all that you need. I just typically like to mix I usually use like a dry shampoo texturizer, because I think it works really well. And if you are using your second or third day hair, it's kind of like knocks out 2 birds with 1 stone. So you can like obviously soak up some of the oils while also texturizing your hair. So like I said, I'll leave a link of which one I usually use in the description box, and I also should have had a picture up, and it is the Not Your Mother's texturizing dry shampoo. It also smells amazing. So that's what I typically use in this step. But for this, I'm going to be using today, praying this works, the IGK 30,000 Feet volumizing powder spray. So this is a volumizer. Typically you would use this at the roots, but because we'll see what happens. We're gonna see what happens. I just want this to not look so uniformed. I want it to be a little bit fluffed up, if you will. So this is literally a powder we're gonna experiment together to see if this works because I've never used it. So typically what I do with the dry shampoo texturizing spray is I'll lift pieces up and I will just kind of come in here and just spray it like this, lift and spray. And then, woo, baby. Whew. And then run my fingers through my hair. Babe, this stuff is so, I don't know. Okay. So, I don't know if you guys can see a difference. Obviously, I can. If you like this look better, go for it. But this right here is just very like relaxed. I still have curls in there. You can definitely tell a difference between the two sides. This side is just way more voluminous. It has a lot more texture to it, volume. It's more piecey, whereas this side is very uniform. Like I said, like sometimes I'm going for this look and sometimes I'm going for this look. Typically though, I want to go for this look because I like that messier vibe. But I don't really want to spray this stuff again, but I guess I'm gonna have to. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this side now. Pray for my lungs. Babe, seriously, how do you use that? Okay. Whew! That stuff is serious. Whoa, buddy. Okay. Okay. It did its job, but I'm definitely putting it away because holy cow. This is the final look, you guys. So like I said, just adding that last little step of a texturizing spray or volumizing spray. I definitely recommend the the Not Your Mother's texturizing dry shampoo, just because it doesn't nearly choke you out. This stuff works though. So if you want to go, I got this at Ulta. Mac got this at Ulta. How much was it? Like 30 bucks? Yeah. Something around there. So it does work. It's just really intense because powder's flying everywhere. But if you guys can see, adding that volumizer and kind of fluffing up your hair, it kind of relaxed some of the curls, which is what I'm going for. I don't like a super curly ringlet look. It's just not for me. If that's what you like, honestly, you can leave it the way it was before. I like the way it looked before. I just like this better, this like messier look. In my opinion, it looks more natural, and these just look like natural waves. Like I fell asleep on my hair and I woke up and this is what it looks like. So this is the tutorial. Like I said, when I'm doing this real time, it takes me 10 minutes total, including braiding my hair at night and waking up in the morning, curling a couple pieces and going. Really, braiding your hair is the essential part to this, to make sure that you're cutting out half the time. Because if you wanted to curl your hair, you have time to curl your hair, I mean, you're more than welcome to, but this is the very quick and easy version of getting a very relaxed, natural looking, wavy hair, beach hair vibe that I personally love. So yeah, this is really quick and easy. I hope that you guys try it, and if you do, please tag me in your pictures on Instagram. I'd love to see if you guys attempt this. So to any moms out there that need quick and easy hair tutorials or tips, please let me know in the comments down below. I can do more tutorials if you want to like figure out tutorials for like with your hair up or straightened or whatever. Just let me know what you're looking for specifically. I could definitely do more of these. This was really fun for me to do. It kind of incorporates the beauty side of like my love for beauty, as well as my love for being a mom, which is what I really want this channel to kind of turn into. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. If you guys did like this video, please give this video a thumbs up. Follow me on all my social media, which is always linked in the description box below. And if you're another mom, let's chat, let's talk, and yeah, be supportive to one another, especially during this crazy time where things are just so stressful. But anyways, I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.